Hello, madam. My name is Kurt, and we are from Group 4, AhmadFanclub. We'll be presenting about social enterprise, the Asliko. And this is our group members. So, for introduction and company overview, the Asliko is a Malaysian social enterprise accredited in 2019, founded by Jason Wee Kim Tiong and Lim Sing Yu. Empowers rural Asli mothers in Peninsular Malaysia with sustainable livelihoods by producing modern home items. It provides training, study kits, materials, and equipment for products like cement succulent pots, soaps, hand sanitizers, lavender eye pillows, tote bags, and relaxation gift sets, while offering flexible work that respects childcare and household duties for dignified income. Asliko also supports 82 orang asli mothers from 8 villages across Selangor, Perak, Negeri Sembilan, and Pahang in Malaysia. It has channeled over $3 million to materials, equipment, training, salaries, and communities, with mothers earning up to 4 times the minimum hourly wage. 51% of each RM1 in sales support this effort. The Asliko mission and vision. The mission is to improve the livelihoods of rural or Asli mothers through economic empowerment and also to motivate orang Asli children to pursue further education. And its vision is to eradicate poverty among Malaysia's indigenous orang Asli people. The key value of the enterprise is to focus on sustainability and dignity through pay work, not just donation. Next is the upliftment of the community and transparency. And lastly, is a long-term independence for orang Asli families. Okay, furthermore, we have key social issues the enterprise aim to address. Firstly, we have the Asliko focuses on reducing poverty and economic marginalization among the orang Asli, especially rural mothers. Next, many mothers lack job opportunities due to childcare responsibility. And furthermore, we have economic hardship leads to high school dropout rates among orang Asli children, often starting at primary level. Also, parents struggle to cover basic education costs, which is the school fees, uniform, and the stationery for the school, and including mobile data also, which is cost around 100 to 150 ringgit per child and per month. And we have the project enables mothers to generate income through home-based handicraft. Last but not least, this helps cover education expenses, secure food, and support children's further education.
Next, I'll talk about the change or innovation of the Asliko. The Asliko empowers orang Asli mothers to work from home through a decentralized production model instead of requiring relocation or commuting, crafting handmade products like tote bags and also gift sets. To support this, the Asliko provides starter kits, raw materials, and basic tools. It's a shift away from urban-centric employment towards the community-based production. This approach actually respects the realities of marginalized communities, offering flexibility and dignity in work. What's especially clever is their market strategy. They target corporate and institutional clients with ethical sourced corporate gift. This perfectly with CSR objective, making their product not just beautiful but also meaningful. Technology plays a key role. Digital platform helps to manage order tracking, quality control, and communication across the village. This ensures scalability and accountability even without physical presence. In summary, the Asliko combines home-based production, ethical market interaction, and also tech-enabled coordination.
Alright, I'll now walk you through the rationale and impact of the innovation introduced by the Asliko. First, let's look at why this innovation was necessary. Orang Asli mothers face several barriers to employment. These barriers are rooted in geographical isolation, low education, and childcare responsibilities. In rural areas, there's simply no access to formal employment, making it difficult for these mothers to support their families. This leads to economic instability in their households. Without access to stable jobs, mothers struggle to meet basic needs like food and education for their children. The financial strain results in high school dropout rates, with children unable to afford the necessary school fees, uniforms, or learning materials. Traditional welfare models have attempted to solve these issues, but they don't address long term sustainability. While aid can provide temporary relief, it doesn't create lasting change. This is where the Asli Coast model becomes essential. It empowers women by giving them a sustainable source of income, ensuring both immediate and long term benefit for their families. Alright, now let's move on to the impact of the innovation on operational efficiency and the company's performance. Decentralized production, where mothers work from home, reduces overhead costs that would typically go toward maintaining centralized manufacturing facilities. But at the same time, the Aslico maintains quality control by handling product design, branding, and fulfillment centrally. Additionally, technology integration plays a huge role. Digital platforms allow for the management of production schedules, order tracking, and communication with producers in remote villages. This ensures that the Aslico can scale its operation without significant increases in costs, increasing both efficiency and accountability across villages. Lastly, the company has also implemented a market strategy focused on corporate gifting. By tapping into the growing trend of corporate social responsibility or CSR, the Aslico secures a steady, predictable income stream from corporate clients who align with their ethical business practices. This allows the company to grow in a stable, sustainable manner. Alright, now let's focus on the social impact and community outcomes of the innovation. First, there is economic empowerment. This innovation allows mothers to earn a sustainable income from home, which improves their food security and enables them to cover education costs for their children. This is a direct way to tackle poverty and ensure a better future for these families. In terms of school dropout rates, the stability provided by income generation is key. Financial stability means that children are less likely to drop out of school as their parents can afford to support their educational needs like fees and materials. This is critical in addressing the high dropout rates among Orang Asli children. Furthermore, the model also contributes to long term empowerment. By providing these mothers with new skills and confidence, the Aslico is opening doors for future economic opportunities, not just for the mothers but for the community as a whole. Finally, there's educational impact. Through partnerships with organizations like Asha Society, a portion of the company's revenue is directed towards education program for Orang Asli children. This supports continued education and helps break the cycle of poverty through education.
For this session, I will explain how the Aslico manage change and innovation as a social enterprise. The Aslico approach to innovation is strongly driven by its social mission, which is to address socio-economic challenge faced by Orang Asli communities. The change process focus on structured growth, product and process adaptation, and community empowerment rather than profit maximization alone. So for this section, firstly, the Aslico identified a clear social problem. The founders observed that many Orang Asli children drop out of school due to poverty, mainly because the mothers lack flexible income opportunities. From this, they established a mission to improve livelihood by enabling Orang Asli mothers to work from home while still fulfilling family responsibility. Next, the company introduced pilot product training and development. They designed simple products that could be produced at home, such as cement circular pots. The mothers were provided with starter kits, raw materials, and hands-on training to ensure they had the necessary skills and resources to participate effectively. As demand increased, the Aslico expand its product range. They diverse into products such as soaps, liner items, and hand sanitizer, especially during COVID-19 pandemics. This shows an adaptive innovation strategy where products were adjusted to meet market demand while staying aligned with the company's social mission. Finally, the company developed market channels and strategic partnership by using online platform and collaborating with partners. The Aslico was able to scale production and reach a wider market beyond the local community, ensuring more stable demand and income for the producer. So, despite these efforts, the Aslico faced several challenges. One major challenge was balancing product quality with scaling. As production increased across different households, maintaining consistent quality became difficult. This required continuous training and quality control, which is a common challenge for social enterprise operating with decentralized production system. Another challenge was resource limitation. As a social enterprise, the Aslico had limited financial and human resources. Expanding operation to multiply village required careful allocation of resource and reliance on strategic partnership for training and raw material support. Lastly, sustaining market demand was also challenging. The company needed continuous innovation and marketing to adapt to changing consumer preference. However, limited access to large marketing budget make it harder to maintain consistent demand over the long term.
I explain the roles of leadership and team members in driving innovation at the ASLI core. First, the leadership sets a clear mission-driven direction. Their innovation is not just about creating new products, but about creating real and sustainable income opportunities for orang asli mothers. Second, leaders enable innovation by building trust, partnerships, and also market access. Because social enterprises often have limited resources, partnerships help them get training, credibility, and also stronger market reach. Third, leadership also makes key decisions to balance social impact and business viability, such as what products to produce, how to maintain quality, and how to scale without losing the original mission. Next, the core team turns these ideas into daily operations. They manage planning, quality control, and also order fulfillment, and also customer experience to make sure the innovation is reliable. Finally, orang asli mothers are not just beneficiaries, they actively drive innovation through their production involvement, feedback, and also continuous improvement. With strong coordination between leaders, team, and also community producers, innovation becomes a consistent routine that is repeatable and scalable, not a one-time effort. How the innovation process aligns with the organization's vision and also goals. The ASLI Co's innovation process directly matches its vision, empowering orang asli communities through sustainable livelihoods. So every innovation is designed to strengthen long-term economic empowerment. The home-based income model also fits community realities. It provides flexibility and accessibility, especially for mothers managing family responsibilities, while still allowing them to produce items that can be sold in wider markets. In addition, product and process improvements are selected to support long-term income generation, not short-term outcomes. This includes improving systems like quality management, fulfillment, and also consistent standards. As the organization scales by involving more producers, strengthening system, and also expanding markets, it supports both impact growth and also business sustainability. Overall, the mission works like a filter. Every innovation decision must stay aligned to the organization's goals so growth does not drift away from the social purpose. And that's all for me, and I will pass it to the next presenter.
So, my name is AhmadFanclub, and for this section, we focus on the key issues and challenges faced by the ASLI Co in implementing change and innovation. Despite having a strong social mission to empower orang asli communities, the organization encountered several obstacles during its innovation process. Firstly, resistance to change was a major challenge, especially among community members who were used to traditional production methods. The introduction of standardized processes and modern business practices required changes in mindset. and there were concerns that innovation might affect cultural identity and traditional values. Secondly, the ASLICO faced limited resources, particularly in terms of funding, skill manpower, and operational capacity. The lack of skills in areas such as digital literacy and quality control meant that extensive training was required, which slowed down the implementation of innovation. Next, market acceptance posed another challenge. Although the products carried strong social and environmental value, many consumers were reluctant to pay premium prices, especially when they were unfamiliar with indigenous-based products and their social impact. Lastly, regulatory and social barriers further complicated innovation efforts. Issues related to land rights, community concern, business regulations, and high ethical expectations created pressure for the organization to balance profitability with social responsibility. That's all from me. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Hazika, and I will explain why the challenge happened and how the Asli Co overcome them. The first one is resistance to change. The opposition was largely due to the fact that the member of the community was so attached to the traditional ways of life and cultural practice. The Asli Co has focused on trust building, education, as well as community participation. The organization worked hand in hand with the local leader, apply concept of fair trade, and made it clear that innovation could not harm the cultural preservation but enhance the livelihood. The next one is limited resources. The limitation of resources was caused by the fact that Asli is a social business with limited access to capital and professional labor. The organization has dealt with this issue through a slow growth policy. Collaboration with non governmental organizations, impact investor, and volunteer were utilized to supplement resources and focus on capacity building through continuous investment into skill development. The third one is market acceptance problem. The market was not ready to accept it because the consumer did not know the social and cultural value, and consumer did not understand well and were hesitant to pay for the high price. Aslico reinforced its branding and storytelling as a strategy to deal with this by emphasizing its social purpose, cultural legacy, as well as sustainability and its effect on the customer. The last one is challenge of regulations, legal and social. This issue were possible because of the complicated regulatory framework. The ASLICO has avoided such problems through transparency, ethical sourcing procedure, and engaging in proactive communication with the concerned parties. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Noor Eliana. So now I will talk about the lesson learned from the change management process. First, in terms of community and culture, the company learned that it is important to involve community members in all activities. Trust and clear communication are needed so the community were treated as partners and not just service users. They also work with local leaders to explain the benefits of new production methods, respecting cultural value to help ensure sustainable solution, and products quality was balanced with flexible procedures. Next, when adapting to challenges, the main problems faced were insufficient skills, limited resources, and difficulty in market acceptance. To address this, the company used the gradual growth strategy that focused on training and capability building. They also built strategic partnerships to gain resources, training, and market access. In addition, they changed their marketing strategy by using branding, storytelling, and corporate gifting. For improving innovation and decision making, the company now evaluates projects based on financial, community, social, and operational criteria. Community input is used to improve products and efficiently, and also the focus is on sustainable income generation and poverty reduction. Overall, the company learned that successful change management requires community engagement and respect for culture. Overcoming resistance, limited resources, and market challenges, help build resilience, and these efforts create lasting benefits for the communities while supporting the social mission. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lukman and I'll be presenting the recommendation. So, firstly, enhancing strategic partnerships. The Asli company should enhance its strategic partnership to address the issue of limited financial and human resources. As a social enterprise, forming partnerships with NGOs, corporate organizations, and also social investors will allow the company to access funding, expertise, and manpower without overstretching its internal capacity. This partnership can also support innovation and operational expansion, ensuring the long-term sustainability of income-generating activities for the Orang Asli Mothers. So, secondly, strengthening market positioning through shared values. The Asli company can strengthen its market position by focusing on shared value creation. By emphasizing ethical sourcing and the social impact behind its product, the company can differentiate itself in a competitive market. This strategy not only increase market acceptance but also build customer trust and loyalty. At the same time, consumers directly contribute to community empowerment, which aligns with the company's mission of poverty eradication. And lastly, integrating digital tools for community engagement. The Asli company can integrate digital tools to improve adaptability and sustainability. For example, mobile or online platforms can be used to collect real-time feedbacks from Orang Asli mothers regarding production processes and product ideas. This promotes inclusivity, improves innovation, reduces inefficiency, and equips the community with basic digital skills. Now moving on to conclusion, the Asli company demonstrates how social enterprises can improve the socio-economic conditions of indigenous communities in Malaysia. Through flexible home-based production, the organization has empowered Orang Asli mothers with sustainable income, economic independence, and community upliftment. Its decentralized production and centralized coordination model has generated over 3 million ringgit, enabling mothers to earn up to 4 times the minimum wage and support their children's education, helping to break poverty cycles. Despite challenges such as resistance to change, limited resources, and market acceptance issue, the Asli company had remained resilient through adaptive strategies, strong leadership, community involvement, and strategic partnership. These experiences strengthen its value of transparency, sustainability, and long-term self-sufficiency. And moving forward, the enterprise has strong potential to expand its impact through enhanced partnerships, improved market presence, and digital integration, serving as a model for ethical, inclusive, and purpose driven social innovation. And that's all from us. Thank you very much.